The staff at Eating More Care Center are a unique group of individuals. We understand the importance of serving each individual with dignity. We are able to look past outward conditions to see the beauty of the person within.
Quality of life, quality of care to me is a CNA sitting with mom at the dining room table and sitting with her for an hour because she eats so slowly sometimes, or passing by and just stopping and hugging mom or kissing her on the forehead. Letting me have extra things for her because if I feel like her hand is hurting, that I can go and I know where to find a pillow to put under her hand, or having the RNs use chocolate pudding to give her medication because they know that she doesn't do well with applesauce. It's, really simple things like that. And letting her be herself, being patient with her when she doesn't want to do something, and working around things where they can get mom to cooperate in a way that doesn't feel like they're overwhelming her or like she's in trouble, like a parent giving a child medication whether they want it or not. Letting mom sleep because she's always stayed up very late and gotten up late, and that is a huge thing here. Residents are allowed to keep their lifestyle pretty much the way it was all their lives. And I try not to be so emotional, but it's really, because it's really hard to put somebody that you love so much, and you have a huge amount of guilt. And this place takes away a lot of that guilt when I come over and see that mom is so well cared for, and yet she's really, really at peace.
Activities such as watering in the garden or outings to the county fair are all a part of our person-centered care philosophy.
Resident Council meets once a month. The residents like to have their homeowners association, as they put it, because they feel like they have an active voice in their home. This, after all, is their home. So they like to have a say and like to know specifically what's going on and have the forum to talk about things. And if they have anything they would like to discuss, that's the proper time and place to do it. I think that the inclusiveness of the residents in particular meetings like the Homeowners Association is very valuable. In years past, I'm sure that there wasn't as much attention paid to that. There's always been that. Everybody's always wanted the best for their residents. But now there's a focus on their input is just as equal voice as any. They want to be part and active in everything, right down to the times they even talk about they want to be part of the hiring process because this is their home and they want to know who's they are hiring. So we work with them and we're all one big family, and that's the whole gist of it, is to be communicating as a family. During Resident Council, we had a program come up that was, it was called the Caring Angel Program. And once a month, because this is a monthly meeting, the residents would get together without staff's involvement, and they would pick one person who they felt has gone above and beyond to be recognized as the Caring Angel for the month. And along with that came perks like a nice parking spot and things such as that. So it worked out fairly well, but then we ran into a time when the residents had more than one person they felt went above and beyond. So it didn't seem fair to them to exclude the one other person just on a vote. So they wanted to find a way to include everybody, and this was the residents' idea. They wanted to include everybody and in some way recognize everyone. So we came up with tokens of kindness, and the idea being that each resident will have so many of these, and when they feel that somebody's done something significant that's brightening their day, to just say, this is a thank you. And they give this to the staff member. And then over time, when the staff member accumulates enough of these, hopefully we'll all have a lot of them, we're going to allow them to trade it in for a cup of coffee or something that a nice little reward for them. So it's a way for the residents to be able to give back to us.
For me, patient-centered care is making sure that the care is centered around each of our residents as individuals. I think all of our residents have different kinds of backgrounds, whether it be an artistic background or an agricultural background or a teaching background. And so due to this, we want to make sure that we understand all of our residents. We want to make sure that we ask questions and engage them in conversation to see how we can best meet their needs as individuals, whether that be through doing an art program or doing special car shows or going to different kinds of fairs or benefits and stuff like that. One of the ways that we put patient-centered care into practice here at Dene is by making sure we have programs in place in the activities department that are going to meet all the different kinds of needs that our residents have. One of the things that we do is we have an art program here. Our art program, we use different kinds of mediums such as acrylic paints or watercolors and clays. And not only do we have the art program set up with different mediums, but we also allow different kinds of levels of experience or ambulation, so there's some people who may not be able to use their hands. We have programs set up so they can still participate in the program. And then we've created a gallery wall for our residents so that once they've completed artwork that it can go up on the wall, and so they can see it and be proud of what they've created, and the rest of the residents are also able to come around and see it. And also, we also try to bring in different kinds of artists from around the Western Slope. So if people are interested in art and they don't feel like creating, they can still see the kind of artwork that's being created around the Western Slope. At Dene Care Center, we look forward to the stories that will continue to unfold. Each callus, each scar and crooked finger has a story we are eager to hear.